Goosefrabba. Goosefrabba. I don't know if this is going to work out as a main channel video, but I would really like it to because I don't go up and vlog with all of my old friends anymore. We don't hang out as often. I moved to Huntington Beach. I don't live in Los Angeles, so it's really hard to get like vlog content, and I really would like to switch up my content to being able to make commentary and talk about things that are interesting to me. And I think the first step to doing that would be to watch Ludwig's classes at Streamer U, which is all about turning stream content into YouTube content. What am I doing right now? I'm streaming. I'm trying to make YouTube content. Will I feel good about it going on my main account because I'm super insecure about changing up the style of content that goes on my main account? No, I probably will not feel good about it. Will I do it anyways? I don't know. I have tried this so many times and I have failed so many times. Maybe watching this class will help me. Save me, please. Stop it, my honey. No one's holding you hostage. You're fine. Scotty's the good. Thank you. See, this is good. It's good to have chat here to break the ice. It's making me a little bit more comfortable to film. But the editing process and the posting process, that is the hard part. That is the hard part. So, guys, if you're here for the vlogs that I used to make, I don't really make vlogs anymore. Every once in a while, I got a project that I like to film and put on the channel, but I just don't have enough things going on in my life anymore in order to do that all the time consistently. So I'm trying to pivot. I'm trying to pivot a little bit and do some other things. I'm just a regular Joe. I'm a Joe Schmo regular O. Okay, is what a friend would say. We believe in you is what a friend would say. What are you? Why are you not saying it? Are you not my friend anymore, Jay? Scotty's the most sexiest man you've ever seen. YouTube. Thanks, poo poo shit pants. Anyways, this is a long video from Ludwig. This is a long video from Ludwig's VOD channel, and it's every class he had at Streamer University. What we're gonna do today is just watch day one and see if we can learn anything about how to turn YouTube content into, and see if we can learn anything about how to turn Twitch content into YouTube content.
All right, y'all. Do you hear my voice clap once? Do you hear my voice clap twice? Sire, sit the fuck down. Guys, we are now starting. There's two people outside.
First of all, I gotta say that's a very engaging way to start a class. So W teacher Ludwig, okay?
Should I let them in? I'll leave it up to you guys.
No!
Yes!
No! Yes! They're late.
No, they're late. Show of hands if I should let them in. All right? Keep those hands up. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, hands down. Hands up if you think I shouldn't let them in. All right, Mater, you...
I already sent them on the mission.
When they come back, all right. Next person they're in, bud.
Next person's in.
Next person's in.
You are late.
I don't think this is a very good example of it, but I just have to say from all the clips I've seen of Ludwig's classes and like from parts of YouTube videos that I've watched, he's such a concise and well-spoken person. Like he's so good at speaking. It's like it kind of blows my mind. Like I'm like very, very impressed by the way that he's able to like host things. I just watched a little bit of Streamer Games tonight as well, and he's just so good at it. I know he's been doing it for a long time, but like it's impressive.
Class just voted to let you in. They just voted to let you in. Bring it over.
Wait, I brought you this. I heard that it was bonus points.
All right, lock it. Now we're locked for real. All right, have a seat. Please have a seat.
Start the class. Come on.
Everyone, welcome to my course today. Yo, welcome to my...
I like that. Everyone shut up. It doesn't work in a real classroom like shit like that. I think everyone would just like bust out laughing, but they're already there laughing and causing a ruckus, so it doesn't matter. Glaze, it's not a glaze. I just really admire what he's got and what he's built for himself from doing the streams to YouTube stuff, okay? God, they're so triggering. I think streamers, IRL streamers and stuff, they can be a little bit aggravating, and it kind of like turns me off of the idea of being an IRL streamer. I never want to like carry my camera around with me all the time and like be streaming. It just wouldn't work for me as like a more socially introverted person. Causing a spectacle in public, it's not my thing.
Course today, it's called How to Get Lucky. I realize this has a bit of a sexual innuendo. It is not sexual, but I truly believe to be a successful streamer, you need to get lucky. I think every streamer has had a moment they can refer to where they got lucky, but it's about capitalizing on that luck, being prepared for when that luck strikes, all right? So here it is. This is my first question I had for y'all. Did anyone have a thought on it? Please. Do you need to be? If you believe you'll be successful, you become successful.
Dude, it's actually kind of hard for me to. I've been like, I want to read it out loud so that you guys can hear what it says on the board in my video, and then he says it and the cameraman zooms in and it's all blurry. And I was like, fuck, why can't we hear it and see it at the same time? That like bothered me for some reason. I wonder if there is, because this is the whole VOD, I wonder if there's a better way to watch this that's kind of edited, because he's got an editor that I think edits this and it's like day 1, day 2, day 3, right? There's probably a better video to watch than this VOD, which is not edited. And I feel like an idiot for not starting with that. Fuck. No, it's not. This is the best way to do it, because the other ones are cut downs of the whole stream, not just the class. I just want to see the class. So the way we're doing it's the way we're doing it. I'm okay with long way. Okay, cool. Long way it is. We continue on.
Yeah.
I said no, but it's the bare minimum to ever being able to begin being able to achieve it.
Say that one more time for me.
Like no, but it is the bare minimum.
Right. So let's just backtrack here. Does believing you will be successful guarantee success? That's the question he's asking.
If you believe you'll be successful, you become successful. Yeah.
I said no, but it's the bare minimum to ever being able to begin being able to achieve it.
Say that one more time for me.
Like no, but it is the bare minimum to ever begin being able to achieve it.
I see what you're saying.
I don't think it's like a grand factor of becoming successful, but I do think in order to be successful, you have to have that mindset of like, oh, I want to be successful, and that's the drive. It's not really like how it's the mindset. The mindset's the drive, because the goal, as long as you have your eyes on the goal, your drive is unstoppable.
Marlon?
Well, I do think that's the first step to being successful. You know what I'm saying? But then on top of that, I think, you know, hard work, discipline, all this stuff. If you don't have that, I don't think you'll be successful at all. You know?
Yeah.
I think everyone's saying the right things. I think that 100%, if you want to be successful, you have to believe that you're going to be successful, but that doesn't guarantee you're going to be successful. There's so many other parts to it, which is like, you know, for me, when it came to like getting successful on Vine, it was collaborating with people and like kind of forcing my way into like groups of people that were doing well, or like I started by collaborating with other people my size. I started trying to find trends or trying to find funny things to post. You have to put in a lot of work, and of course there's also a lot of luck that goes into it, and kind of also I think there's like you have to kind of lean into like a niche or a style of content that you have to, or that you want to do. And for me, you know, like when it came to the Vlog Squad days or whatever, I played a role. I played the sad guy, you know, like it's kind of like giving yourself like or giving other people a reason to watch you. And then of course, I think luck plays a huge factor of it all. And then of course, I think luck is also a huge factor.
I think you guys are nailing it on the head. I don't think we got to go more, because it is absolutely true that belief alone is not enough. All right, what you need is belief, but you also need all those other factors. The most important thing I want you to take away from this class is that you need to be delusional. All right?
Amen.
I can relate this back to Vine again. Like you have to be delusional, because I remember when I first downloaded Vine, I looked at the videos and I was like, look at these videos that have like hundreds of thousands of likes or like whatever, millions of loops. And I was like, this is so stupid. This looks so easy. I can do this. And I like told Todd, I was like, look at this shit. I can do this. I'm going to get famous on this app. And it sounds really douchey, but it was like a delusional level of confidence where I was like, I'm going to get big on this app. Watch.
I always say that. Delusional.
Are already amazing at this. All right, you are all delusional enough to have applied to Streamer U and thought that you would get picked to get in. You are all delusional enough to be hitting the go live button, which is in it of itself an act of ego, right? People should be watching me, not other people. So you're a little delusional in that sense. It is a perfect thing if you're going to be a successful streamer. You have to be delusional. It's not a teachable skill. That is a skill that you either have intrinsically, maybe confidence you grew up with. So congratulations, you all have that. And I have some more congratulations for you. I got some good news for you all today.
Wow. 10,000.
All right, no, it's not 10,000. All right, the class is called How to Get Lucky. A little background for y'all on who I am.
Who are you?
I am Professor L. All right? If you don't know me, Streamer of the Year.
Oh.
What was that?
That was Bonnie right there.
So uncalled for.
What was that?
Extremely uncalled for.
No, chat was saying loser. I was like, loser? What are you talking
Bonnie,
about?
everyone gets one. 2, you're out.
I don't know what just
Professor
happened
L,
there.
Streamer of the Year 2021. Bonnie, do you have one? Oh, shit. Content Creator of the Year 2022. You got one? Oh, shit. Okay, that's what I thought. Top 50 Super Smash Brothers player. I'm a Red Bull athlete. 6th most sub streamer all time. Engaged to a bad bitch. Fluent Chinese, Japanese, other languages. And I'm 31 years old. I'm probably... Show of hands, anyone older than me in this room?
Agent, raise
There
your
we
hand.
go.
Raise your hand.
There we go. Agent, I don't think you got me beat yet.
What rank nationally?
I'm top 50. Yeah, man, let's just go to the next slide.
This is in the state of Bear.
All right, y'all. I got great news for you all. These are important facts. Keep in mind. 92% of streamers do not go live a second time.
Ooh. I mean, okay, so maybe not a second time, but there's a couple people from this community who started streaming and then never streamed again. So it's a very believable stat to me that, you know, people stream and they're like, this is not for me. I don't want to do it. Or you like, I think there's a lot of people who go live to 0 viewers and expect viewers to just like be there and show up. And that's not how Twitch works at all. You have to kind of funnel it in from other avenues. One thing I've noticed that Twitch is doing now is I always used to have my setting on high to low, like highest viewers to lowest views, right? And now every time I exit my browser and I reopen the browser, go to Twitch, it's switched back to recommended for you. So it will show me channels with like 7 viewers or 3 viewers at like the top of like certain game channels. And I think that is Twitch's way of trying to get more visibility to smaller streamers. And I don't know if that's like a known thing or anything, but it's something that I noticed when I watch or when I click on Twitch. I'm like, oh, it keeps switching me to recommended viewers, so it's not just high to low anymore. That was David when he played Warzone for like 2 days but never came back. LeMayo. That was Zane and Heath. LOL. Zane and Heath did not like streaming. They also had internet issues. I think at the time that they tried to stream, I think I was the one trying to get them to stream because I wanted them to play Among Us and I wanted to make a YouTube video out of it, and I did, and it actually did pretty well. But like, they played. I think Heath played for like one of the rounds of the game, and then Zane played as well, but his internet was like really shitty. Like his mic kept cutting out and stuff, and he was like, yeah, I don't, fuck this. Like, never again. David did stick with it for a little bit longer. Fuck me, I'm recording a YouTube video and my mouse just died. I'm trying to go back to the video. Okay, pause. Oh my god, it just died. I clicked the pause button, but it didn't pause. I need new batteries. Of course this would happen to me! Cut! All right, for my streamer folks, for everyone who's in the stream right now, how am I doing so far? Is this okay? This is how you're supposed to do it, right? You're supposed to talk during the interaction. I mean, this is how you're supposed to do it, right? You're supposed to really give your own thoughts on what's going on in the stream, correct? Or what's going on in the video, I'm supposed to be giving my own thoughts on quite a bit. I'm supposed to pause and speak about how I feel about what's being said, right? Like it's not too many pauses. Whew. All right, mouse is back. We're working. I haven't left yet, so it must be good. Left or gone to sleep. I'm putting dinner on, so busy but good. W Scott reacts. Thanks, guys. Thanks. All right, let's carry on, shall we?
That's a real stat. 92% of people will go live once and they will never go live again. To be in the top 1%, all you need is 20 viewers.
Oh!
That is the top 1% on Twitch.
Guys, right now we are the top 1%. We had 56 viewers earlier. That means we're in the top 1%. The react is going good so far. Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm glad that some of you are enjoying it. If you feel like speaking, speak. If you don't feel like speaking, that's cool. I appreciate you. Okay.
For streaming. All right? You are already in the top 1%. And of the 1 million students who have applied, you guys made it in. Round of applause for yourselves. And just by show of hands, who's in the top 1% on Twitch?
All of us.
Okay? All right. That's pretty good. So we're doing well.
It's so funny
We're
seeing
doing well. But look. All right?
everybody's cameras out in the class, like fiddling with their like button, whether they want to face themselves or face like front cam or back cam.
I want to talk a bit about, oops, excuse me. I skipped ahead too much here. All right, there we go. All right, everyone, do me a favor, check under your chairs. Check under your chairs, everyone. Everybody check under your chairs right now. All right, okay, everyone's got, who got a star?
Me! I got $10. I got a star.
All right.
I have a star.
Do me a favor, what color star you got?
Silver.
Okay, silver, white?
Glitter.
Does anyone have a gold star? Does anyone have a gold star?
Wait, let me see. That was white. This is white.
You can check under the... Anyone got to check under the chair of a neighbor if you need. Who's got our gold star? Oh, we got our gold star!
I don't have a star at all under my chair.
Okay. Hold up. Let me explain what the stars mean, everyone. Let me explain what the stars mean. What was your name again, please? Malik. You win our gold star. Are you live right now? Guess what you win for the gold star?
A raid after the stream.
I will be rating you today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, guys, what did Malik do to earn that gold star? Got lucky.
Bro, what a good way to like prove the point. The whole get lucky thing. What a clever girl. Clever girl. That was clever. That was a Jurassic Park reference, by the way. I don't know if anyone got it, but yeah. Very clever. Okay.
Raise your hand if you got a white star.
I got a white star.
I got bad news for you. All right, you guys, and this is a real stat, you guys are going to leave Streamer U less successful than you came in.
What?
Oh.
I need you guys to listen to these stats I'm about to tell you. They're very important. Most of you guys are going to fail. Most of you in this room actively are going to fail as streamers. Why? I did the math on last year's Streamer 2025 invites. Here's the chart. Now I'm going to break down this chart for you. It's a dumbbell chart.
Wow, that's too much for me.
These black dots are where they were at before Streamer U 2025. April 2025, that was their average viewership. The red line, okay, that means they went down in viewers. The green line, they went up in viewers. The orange dot is what their viewership is last month, okay? So these are people who they went to Streamer U. They had all that success, all that excitement. I'm about to be a fucking amazing streamer. Now their viewership down to here. Okay? I'll give you...
That could be like a number of things, though. That could be because they just kind of stopped streaming. Maybe they expected to blow up, like to go from 200 viewers to 2,000 viewers, and they stayed at 200 viewers, so they got like discouraged and they stopped streaming, right? I'm sure he's gonna get into it and talk about it. I'm not saying that it's not true. I'm just saying that there's a whole bunch of reasons for that to happen. Some people obviously were successful.
the stats more concretely so you can really grasp it. The average viewership of all the streamers who participated in Streamer U 2025 is down 287 viewers. Wow. They have lost viewers year over year. Wow. Now, obviously, that's outweighed
Bro, same. What the fuck? That's crazy.
by people with larger streams. Okay, they have much more of an impact. The median streamer. All right, the median. We know what the median is, right? You slash both ends so you get the person in the middle. All right, Marlon, you shaking your head no?
No. Sarah is only, again, like...
It's all right. The median viewer, is all you need to know, has gained 4 viewers before and after Streamer U. Okay? This is you. This is what you will be, all right, next year after all the excitement's over. After all the collabs happening. All right? After your viewership skyrocketed, your followership skyrocketed. you are gonna get 4 more viewers.
Nice.
Over half, if you got a white star, that is you. Over half of the streamers have gained single-digit viewers or lost viewers year over year. Okay, why do we think that is? Streamer U's supposed to be the trip of a lifetime. You're supposed to have made it.
They didn't capitalize.
You're in the big leagues. Marlon, why not?
I do think when you come here, everybody's gonna spike. Big streamers, small streamers. When you leave, you gotta make sure you're entertaining on your own as well and try to capitalize on it and just grow, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, capitalize, I like that. What else?
Kind of like what he's saying, but you also gotta find ways to maintain the trajectory, because it's like this is going to skyrocket you in one way or another. But if you just instantly go back to not changing anything about your content or not implementing things you might have learned or not collabing with people that you met, you just gonna end up right back where you were.
I think ultimately,
I feel like the whole streamer university is a universe. It's a networking thing, right? It's a networking thing where you go and you meet other people who are streamers, and I think that ultimately, like, everything on social media is better when it's a little bit collaborative. Even the people that I'm inspired by that make content on their own, you know, primarily they make YouTube videos out of their stream content where they're either watching a video or they're commentating on drama or politics or something like that. They still collaborate with other creators. So if you go into this event and you don't like meet other people that you continue to stay in contact with, whether it's playing games together, like so many streamers that I see that do well are people that are, you know, they're constantly on stream, not only by themselves playing games, but they're either doing games with their community or they have like 3 friends that they're squatted up with in Fortnite or something like that. I typically come on and I go solo. Like I have not done anything to grow my Twitch stream at all, essentially. You know, like I've done clips here and there, like off and on. I'll post like a clip like 1 week and then stop posting for 6 months. There's so many things outside of like just Streamer U that affects how people grow on Twitch, you know?
when shit's going good, when the viewer number's up, it's really easy to spark stream, all right? It's really easy to post clips with Streamer U in it, and they do amazing, okay? You know what sucks? Is doing it when you don't have a great game plan, when you have nothing going on, all right? So motivation is great, but we should discipline ourselves in small things and from those progressive things of greater value. This is Marcus Aurelius, okay? He was the leader of Rome, the largest empire in the world. He wrote himself a journal called Meditations. It was
Meditations. We need a game plan. Yes, we need a game plan. This is something that I talk about on stream all the time. Guys, I want to have something planned for stream. Guess what I have? No plan for stream. I'm just here and I'm just going to yap with you. I don't have any idea of content that I'm going to create that is going to be worthy of posting on another channel. And then sometimes I'll be like, maybe I'll find it while I'm on stream. Do I ever find something that's worthy of posting off stream while I'm on stream? No, I have to do the work beforehand. That's something that I have really, like, it's something that I know. A lot of the things that I'm hearing are things that I know. Since I've been a social media content creator for so long, these are things that I know, but I've gotten so lazy. He said something about motivation being nice. Yes, motivation is phenomenal. It is nice. It does feel good when you post something and you know it's going to do well, but it also sucks when you know it's not going to do well. That's why I'm so discouraged about posting on my YouTube channel now, is because I never think it's going to do well. Like, I used to get hundreds of thousands of views and post 3 times a week, and it would be random bullshit that I was filming in my life. And I was working. I would spend time editing or filming, and it would be every single day that I was like doing stuff like that. And I was very motivated because I was like, I'm going to get money, I'm going to get views, and it's going to be great. And then the numbers dropped off, and as the numbers dropped off, I got more and more discouraged. So at the moment, I'm one of the Streamer U kids, I'm one of the Streamer U people who's on the other end of the spectrum, where it's like I went backwards after Streamer U. Like I didn't capitalize, and you know, and analogically and analogy wise, anyways,
his private thoughts. It was never published. They published it after he died. He's the most powerful man on earth. He's writing this, okay? He has everything in front of him.
No, I did not go to Streamer U. I'm saying that metaphorically, like I didn't capitalize. Like I don't do things. I fucking completely forgot what I was trying to say at this point. capitalized, schmapitalized. Let's just keep this.
Key is writing this. So what does it mean to be disciplined versus motivated? Okay, we all know motivation's fickle. Discipline's forever. How do we get some discipline? This is an activity. I want you guys to all be doing this right now. This was your homework. If you did it, good. If you didn't, do it now. Pen and paper. Pen and paper right now. If not, you can put it in your phone right now. That is fine. But I need you to write this down later.
I'm doing the activity.
I only have 2 pens.
Put it in your phone now. Write it down later.
What's the homework?
Let's put it in the phones right now at the very least.
No pen for you.
She's awesome. We can run it on the phone. All right, guys. We're writing down our goals. These are goals that you want to achieve before the end of the year. They're 2026 goals. We're in July. We're over halfway through. We don't have that much time left. But what do you want to achieve by the end of the year? These don't have to be streamer related. All right, they can be about maybe your personal health, your personal relationships. But I want you to be writing down the goals. If you're writing down on your phone, I want you to write these down physically, okay? This, I have it. I didn't bring it with me, actually. I fucked up. We forgot to bring it. I wrote this down in 2018.
I need one more. I need one
literally have
more.
a piece of paper in my dorm room, okay? It was 2,000 subs, 100K followers, 1 million uniques. Be punctual, be full time. I went 4 for 5. I'm not a punctual guy. I'll be honest about myself. All right, I went 4 for 5, but I do believe there is some value in materializing your goals by writing them out, putting them in the universe. Okay? And I want to see your goals. I'll reply to all of them. That's part of your homework today.
I wrote my goals. It's only 3, right? I don't know if you said it. I wrote my goals. I wrote them. Did you guys write your goals? Chat, I want to hear your goals as well. These are my goals. First one is content related because that's what we're doing here. The first one's content related. This one's easy. It's not easy. This is the hardest one, probably. Post consistently on YouTube, even if I'm insecure about the views. So, like, sometimes it's hard for me to come up with the topic, but sometimes it's hard for me to post something, even if I filmed it. Like, I filmed me and Tien trying food at Tokyo Market. I filmed us going to card show. I filmed me buying my first PSA copy or card. And I was like, this would be like going to a card show. Like, and I was like, I can vlog this. I can edit it and post it. And I put the footage on my computer. I never edited it. I never posted it. So and I've done that with multiple things that I've filmed. I've been like, you know what? I don't know. This one's probably not the one, you know, but I should just be posting anyways, right? Next one for me is not content related, but indirectly it is content related. Go to sleep at a good time so I have a full day to be productive. I've been giving away half of the day till last night. All right, I do this thing where at nighttime I'm like, fuck, now I can decompress. I don't have to stress about daytime. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. Now I'm just gonna watch TV, eat snacks, and not give a fuck about my life. And like all day long, I'm pacing around. I'm literally pacing around. I'm in the gym thinking like, what the fuck am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't vlog anymore. What kind of content am I gonna fucking make? What am I gonna do in order to make money, keep a roof over my head, and eat food, have food to survive? And 3 is love myself at least a little bit. And I think 3 is easy if you do the other 2. For me, I think the other 2 would make me feel good about myself. If I can prove to myself that I can be a little bit productive and a little bit disciplined when it comes to going to sleep at decent times, waking up at good times, and posting consistently regardless of what I feel it's going to get in views, not getting discouraged by the views and stuff like that. I think that if I do those first 2, I will maybe like myself a little bit more. But right now, I've been letting myself down a lot. And so I don't really like myself. 1, better stream work life schedule. Boom. Like that, Michael. 2, get into shape. Okay, I like that too. That's always fun. That's a goal of mine all the time too. It's not one that I wrote down, but I love it. Start streaming at a better schedule again. 3 is kind of identical to 1, I will say, but you did separate it. Okay, Yezi says, have a better relationship with food. Okay, I like that. Be healthy. Eat when you want to eat, what you want to eat, but with boundaries. 2, be nicer to myself. I like that. That's kind of like mine, loving myself a little bit. And 3, get active. Yes, the walk club starts now. Let's get active. Oh, wait, I should do that too. Like yourself a little, love yourself a little bit more. Chantel had all yours separate. What was it? Read 10 more Hollanov fix. Okay, so heated rivalry related. 2, build cute houses on Minecraft. Okay, and 3, go on cute walks, cutie walks. All right. Okay, we got some. That one sounds like more of a joke than like actual goals. Actual goals. My top 3: lose last 20 pounds, find new job, and work on my self-esteem. I love all 3 of those. If you're working on losing weight, it's good to have a goal. Find a new job. Don't like your job, you should be working somewhere that you enjoy. Beautiful. And work on your self-esteem. Everyone should be working on their self-esteem. Even if you got good self-esteem, make it better. Be delusionally confident in yourself. Okay, Chantel has switched up. Let's be a little bit more serious here. This next one is be kind to yourself, be diligent, fix your shit, stay sexy. Oh, it's not a list. That's a Hudson Williams quote from Heated Rivalry. Why am I having so much trouble speaking today? 1, number 3, 2, number 1, 3, number 2. Beautiful. Yo, bro, can I have $20, gang? No, but Cuz Royce, thank you for the first time chat. Love it. All right, let's continue with the video. We had 3 people in the stream who did the homework, which was to write 3 goals, which means that everyone else in the stream is, sorry to tell you this, but you're not gonna succeed.
Fleeting, discipline. Okay.
Wait, Cooley wrote some too. Sorry. One last thing before we get back to the video. 1, get fit. 2, more stuff out of the house with myself or people. That's a good one. I should have wrote down too. 3, make the house pretty. I like those goals. You have one that I wish I had for myself. Do more stuff out of the house with myself or with people. I like that. I need to do that too. Tien has been my saving grace in Huntington Beach. He's been the one person that I hang out with that drags me out of the house when I don't want to go places. I'm gonna add that to my goals. Great goals. Okay, back to the video.
Is what will help you be a successful whatever you want to be in the future, and goals can help you be accountable. Okay, make the goals achievable, but also something that you're shooting for.
I think we all had achievable goals. Come to LA some more. I know it's far. I'm gonna be coming to LA more now that I stopped drinking again. I got depressed after my 2nd knee surgery, and I drank every single night until last night was my first night not drinking. So now I feel a little bit less anxious about driving and shit like that. So I can spend 2 hours in a car to drive to LA, although I do not want to.
Next up, we're gonna talk about schedule. All right, this is important. When I first went full-time streaming, I did what probably a lot of you maybe do right now. I went live when I woke up. I went to bed when I was tired. I woke up whenever I woke up. And I sort of did that on repeat, but you probably have recognized, maybe some of you who have started full-time streaming from a regular job, schedule kind of helps. Yes. It helps make sure you wake up at similar times, get similar sunlight, you eat correctly, you're working out correctly. And I don't think people think enough about streamer schedules. They just think about, when can I spark? How long can I be live? And I think a lot of you right now, who's doing 24/7 here? Okay. Now this is...
That's good. 24/7 at Streamer U, I think, is okay. I think it's okay to be 24/7 at Streamer U because you have an endless amount of content. Like, you walk around, everybody there is streaming, and they're all interested in making content. It's kind of like when I was doing the Vlog Squad stuff, and I had roommates that were all filming. Everybody was filming. That's living life on easy mode, is like being surrounded by people who are making content, and they're all motivated to make content. You're in their content. They're in your content. That's the time that it's okay to be like just filming, like just filming. Yes, you have time to think of ideas because it's not streaming, right? We're not doing it 24/7. You do think of bits and stuff like that, but it's still living life on easy mode when you're surrounded by other creators. When you're at your own house, when you're doing things like that, you have to put time into setting things up. You have to put time into thinking about what you want to film. That's what's been really hard for me lately, is either coming up with something to film, actually executing the idea too, or for stream, it's like it would be so easy for me to find someone who has an interesting video that has an interesting title and a lot of views. Like, if it has a lot of views, then I know it's probably pretty good. People stick around and watch the whole thing. It would probably be like not too much time at all for me to find videos to react to on stream. And yet something holds me back from doing that. But planning bits. There's other things like trying YouTuber products, special fast food meals and stuff like that. This one is me. I wake up when I wake up. I also typically wake up when I wake up. I do set alarms, and then I'm like, I need more sleep. I have historically had terrible sleep problems. Like, it's hard for me to fall asleep when I want to fall asleep. Since I was a child, it would take me like 2 hours to fall asleep. I would be put to bed. My dad would be like, it's bedtime. And I'd be laying there thinking about my fucking life. I'd be thinking about what someone said to me in elementary school. And, you know, wondering why I existed, you know, as a kid. And it's like kind of an OCD thought spiral. So I've always been really, really bad at sleeping. But my Don't Be Sad sleep gummies, they were good. I wish I still had those. Okay, back to the video.
Fine. Look, it's Streamer U. It's a rare event. You're capitalizing on it, okay? But let's get a good schedule when we get back. I'm gonna tell you this is my ideal schedule. This is what I try to do day to day, at least when I go live. I wake up 9:30. The first thing I do, first 4 hours of my day, it's meetings. I do some podcasts. I eat right. I do like at least, 5K steps. It's just starting my day off, okay? Next up, 1 p.m. This is probably one of the most important parts of my day. It's me time. I'm looking at people's streams. I'm ideating what I'm going to do on stream that day. That's it. I got nothing else on the plate. It's eat, ideate. I watch Twitch, that's it.
Eat, ideate. 4
4 p.m., usually about when I go live. I don't go live for more than 4 to 6 hours. And we're gonna talk about that in a little bit why that's
We'll talk about that more in a little bit why, but I gotta say, I like that. When I first started being like, I'm gonna stream every single day, and this was like obviously without a plan or anything like that, you guys that are here saw that I would just like go live and I'd be up till 5 in the morning on stream, and it was because I was keeping myself occupied. People would come in and be like, hey, you're Scotty, whatever. That doesn't work forever. I can't just like sit on here, be boring, and do nothing that like serves any value. Like it is fun to just hang out, and some people enjoy it, but I think that there is it's just what we've been talking about this whole time is like having a plan is a lot better than just streaming forever.
a good amount of time for you guys to go live for. But I'll do whatever segments I had come up with in my ideation process, and then decompress, hang out with my fiance, eat dinner, chill, and then I try to hit a similar bedtime every day. This is gonna be another homework assignment for y'all. This one, you guys don't need to show to me, but I want you to create an ideal schedule for yourselves for when you guys get back from Streamer U. What is the life you want to lead? Okay, write it down for yourself. You can
I'm gonna say, as far as like schedule goes, that's a pretty good schedule. Like waking up around 9:30, that's an ideal wake up time for me. Like I don't think I'd want to wake up at 7 or be like a 5 a.m. wake up guy. Be a good YouTube series. I tried waking up at 5 a.m. every day, see what happened. But like, I think I would settle around like waking up at like 8 or 9. Maybe even 10. 10 would be good. I have to wake up at 7 every weekday. And with jobs, with like work or like university, school, whatever, it's great. It's preparing you for life. Like some of these societal norms, you know, having a schedule and a routine, these things that we fucking hate are actually good for us. Like having a routine is great. Having a routine broken, it's so hard to get back into routine. Ever since I got strict with waking up at 9 a.m. every day, even weekends, I swear it helped my energy. It has to, because it's good for your circadian rhythm, right? Like I need to do that. I need to do that. I went to bed last night at 3:30 and I laid awake until almost 6 in the morning trying to go to sleep though. Obviously it was my first night off drinking after a month and a half of drinking every night. And it's a little bit different. Like it's going to be harder for me to fall asleep that first night, but you know, I used to sleep till like 11 a.m. every day. Yeah, I know. You used to be the later sleeper. Like you would wake up after Todd and I had already worked out. But yeah, 9 a.m. would be early as fuck for me. There's some days that I wake up at 9 a.m., but that's like it's just like rare and random. I'm up at 4 a.m. every morning. Look, some of you don't have to one-up me that hard, all right? Weed helps, or melatonin. Melatonin's good. I had like literally the melatonin is good. I do like melatonin. Not too much that you got to have 1 to 2 milligrams. Not one of those 10 milligram melatonin gummies. Otherwise, you're going to wake up groggy as hell, okay? We formulated some supplements in our life, in our lifetimes.
Make your life really easy if you just follow the script that you give yourself. Another important thing, take days off. I think a lot of you guys don't want to take days off. I think a lot of you guys...
Fuck that, man. I love taking days off. What the hell?
Feel this pull to keep going. You are human. You are fallible. Give yourself the best opportunity to succeed in 5 years. People underestimate what they can do in 5 years. They overestimate what they can do in 1 year, okay?
By the way, guys, shout out my app, Days Off, Break the Cycle. Jay helped me come up with the tagline, Break the Cycle. It's called Days Off, Break the Cycle. It tracks how much money you save when you take a day off of drinking. I developed it when I was quitting drinking last year, and I am using it again now since I just quit drinking again. Days Off. That's my app. You can find it in the App Store. Days Off, Break the Cycle. Days Off, Break the Cycle might make it. Days Off, Break the. What the fuck? Days Off, Break the Cycle might make it easier to find. I can go to sleep on time when I'm not hurting, but my problem is I can't stay asleep. I wake up every few hours and it takes at least a half hour to go back to sleep. That is definitely a bummer. I don't have the chronic leg thing that is causing that, but after my knee surgery, it was all PC sleep for like the first 3 months. Like it was just sleep for a couple hours, wake up, painkiller, antibiotic, blood thinner, whatever the fuck, go back to sleep. Because I don't know, if you have something that's waking you up, that's a bummer.
So if you give yourself a little rest, you'll be a lot more successful in the long term. Are you trying to be a streamer for a year and burn out and then be like, oh, I can't deal with content creation? Or are you trying to do it, I'm on year 8, okay? Yeah. And you never seen a tweet out of me going, oh man, I'm so fucking tired doing this. Because I take time off. I go to Dodgers games, I hang out with my fiance, I do whatever. But I think time off is important. That shit actually matters. It will help you in the long run. It will also help you be a more well-rounded individual. People who stream every day, they become rotted individuals, all right? I think experiencing life makes you a better streamer, makes you a more well-rounded person.
That's 100% true in like any sort of content creation format, whatever it is, short form, Twitch, YouTube, super long form podcast. If you're not experiencing life, you have nothing to talk about. That's why for a while after my knee surgery, it's been so hard for me to like even pop on stream. I'm like, what have I done? What can I talk about? It's better for you for real life too. Outside of content creation, you have to spend time doing shit. Jack and I talk about this all the time. A lot of people call us homebodies. We are homebodies. When we leave the house, we feel like better people. Like we feel energized. You go to a restaurant, you hang out with family, you hang out with friends. You go and you see people instead of rotting and playing video games, watching TV, smoking weed, drinking, whatever. If you're staying in your house and not socializing with people, it's very hard to have anything to talk about. You could read books and you'd have that book to talk about. You could watch a show and you'd have that show to talk about, but you wouldn't have actually experienced anything. And therefore, like, this is why people like Chantel, you listen to the Views podcast that David and Jason and Natalie, they do that podcast, right? That podcast is probably interesting because they're talking about things that are happening in their lives and things that they're doing. Some people can make content out of other things, like watching something, a documentary or whatever. But when it comes to content, it really is important to have experiences and do things, I think. And it's also important in life.
This also matters. Do we have a question on that?
Did you start taking days off once you made it big or when you were still small?
All right, guys, hold on. That's a good question.
Why the fuck are people talking so much, man? I'm trying to learn here. I think if I was in the class, I'd be like, shut the fuck. I'd be that person in the beginning yelling, shut the fuck up the whole fucking time.
Did I take days off when I was making it big? Okay, look, it's true that when the number's going up, it is really exciting to ride that wave and do as much as you can to keep it going. It's like what you guys are doing currently with Streamer University. I gotta go live every day. Okay, that's fine. I think it's okay for short periods of time to do that, but make it a short period of time. Recognize, hey, I'm catching this wave. I'm gonna take some time for myself after, all right? To catch up on the life that I haven't been leading because I've been so focused on work. It's really easy.
Yeah, if you're riding the success wave, you're in a moment, you know, like if you're in like a couple week period of high energy content is happening all around you, I think ride that wave. Also, just a side note, I want everyone to know that like Ludwig's chat is actually right under my face here in the right hand corner. This is my chat. That's moving really fast.
To fall in the trap. You know the trope of like the working husband barely knows his wife, barely knows his kids, works every day? Streamers do that to themselves all the time. So many streamers have amazing relationships online, offline. They barely talk to the people they stream with. They have no personality. They give everything to their creation, and then they're a husk of themselves. In 10 years, you will not be hearing about them. I promise you that. All right. Who's your GOAT? There's another homework.
Who's your GOAT? For me right now, it's a bit of a tie. My GOATs of inspiration right now is Joe Bartolozzi and Ludwig. And it feels weird for me to say that. My GOAT is these other creators, but those are the people who I am inspired by most when it comes to content creation. I love that they stream and they turn their streams into content. And I haven't found too many other people that are doing it the way that they do it, in a way that I feel like I could emulate. I could do it kind of myself as well. Wait, why do you have Ludwig's chat on your full screen? It was a joke. I was joking. His chat's moving really fast, and you guys just chat every once in a while because ego. I need my ego to die. That's another thing that it's probably not in this lesson, but you have to have a little bit of ego death. You have to get through not being successful in order to be successful. Not that I'm not successful, right? We're top 1%, but I still have a little bit of ego where sometimes I feel a little bit embarrassed. There's people who come into my chat and they're like, wow, you only have 20 viewers? What a fucking loser. Wow, bro, you fell off so hard. Like that sort of thing. Ego death. You need a little ego death. You need to not be insecure about things like that. Sometimes I've thought about it. I'm like, it would be cool if I could just like start over from the very beginning. Would it be easier? No, but I sometimes think it would be like mentally easier for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Bunch of acid JK. Yeah. Anyways, that's how I feel about that. Okay.
Assignment. I need you guys to be writing down who your streaming GOATs are.
I don't need to write it down.
Now for this specifically, all right?
Speed is also
it is important for you
one of my streaming GOATs is also Speed. Also Kai. I've recently come to really respect Stable Ronaldo's game. I think that he's really good at the way that he kind of is the clip. I think I've seen some clips like that, but I'm like, this guy's like pretty funny the way that he like acts on stream and stuff. I also like Adapt. Obviously, I think that he's really funny in like in a nonchalant way. Scotty Sire, my GOAT. Thank you. Screaming GOATs are my GOATs. Scotty, fun fact, Chantel hates charity. Oh no! Chantel, what would you do if an orphan knocked on your door? Wait, no, I'm supposed to ask you a different question first. Never mind, let's watch the video.
Study what you are passionate about, okay? You cannot be a streamer if you do not watch streams. It just doesn't work. You don't actually care about the medium. Maybe you just like the idea of being big and successful. Maybe you like the idea of being rich. You'll just never be successful if those are your reasons. You have to truly love streaming to be a big streamer, all right? So what does it mean when I say who's your GOAT? I need you to find streamers in the niche you are in, okay? If you are doing sports, don't put down, Jeffree Star as your GOAT or whatever. Try to make it somebody who's in the same sphere as you, all right? So for example, look, everyone knows Anthony Edwards?
Right.
All right, Anthony Edwards often says...
I don't know why, I just like looked down at his chat and it was like, who just said Sikuno or Saikuno? I don't know how to say his name, but I don't know why that comment just fucking made me laugh.
Inspired by KD. KD, talk to him in an interview, he says he's inspired by Kobe. Kobe obviously inspired by Michael Jordan. Most of you probably don't know who David Thompson is. Okay, that's the domino piece that started it all. He inspired Michael Jordan to be the player he is. We stand on the shoulders of giants, respect these giants, study your GOATs. I'm gonna give you a few examples of people who I like right now.
Hey.
And so when I ask you to write down these GOATs for this homework assignment, I want you to write down 3 people and why. What about their content do you find so alluring? So I'm gonna give you examples so you can do this easier.
One of his GOATs is my GOAT as well.
Joe Bart, king of the content funnel. We'll talk about the content funnel a bit later. Okay? RDC, they're probably kings of authenticity in streaming. And I think authenticity is what audiences really enjoy, right? Especially because there's such like a Mr. Beastification, of like big grand events or whatever. People like authenticity, a friend group who are actual real life friends. You can't get much better than that.
Ludwig's GOATs. Prom clips, Zell. Prom clips in the building. I'm just clip farmer. You're a clip farmer? Don't clip farm me, man. Clip farming scares me. This is another thing that scares me about like streaming and stuff like that. Is like I don't even really want to be big. I don't want to be that big. I was talking to my dad earlier today. I was like, I just kind of want to live a reasonable life. I don't want to have like too much spotlight or anything like that. It's a little too much for me now. I feel like I'm more sensitive. Like I just like, I see the comments that some of these people get, the big people, the big streamers and YouTubers and stuff like that. I'm like, this seems unnecessary. Like, why are people so mean? Like, it's like people are just like so mean sometimes. And I'm like, I used to be able to be like, fuck you. I'm killing it. I'm crushing it. Whatever. I don't care. But now, I don't know. Don't be mean to me. I'll cry. I might do something worse.
And then Katie B, she's funnier than I'll ever be. So honestly, I'll watch funny people to hopefully pick up a thing or two. So anyway, that's an example of a few goats. I need you guys for your homework. All right, this is it. Your homework today. Write down your 3
Clip being created. Hey, thanks.
goals. It can be 3 or more.
What did you just say?
Is that Lacey?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't like the vibe.
You didn't like the
He
vibe.
didn't like the vibe.
Tell him to be allowed to
Can you go out, yell him, and tell him to go see Dean Cincinnati on my behalf?
Oh my God.
Right now, baby, go yell him. Hey, Lacey, Dean Cincinnati, right now. I'm not playing.
Truly uncalled.
I'm not playing. You are 30 minutes late to class.
I'm not even in this class.
Man, go him.
That's even a better reason. Dean
That's even a better reason.
Cincinnati,
Yeah, open note.
get out of here.
Don't worry about it, I got it. Come on, let's get out of here. All right.
This had to be a setup moment.
All right, close the door.
That's actually really funny. This is the Batman fucking showing up. Fucking crack me up. What the fuck? Don't worry, I'll take care of it. I wasn't expecting that.
All right, homework. Guys, back to it, your homework. All right, there's 3 things. I'm only checking for 2. First one, I need your goals, at least 3 for the end of the year. I need you to think about the schedule. I don't need to see what your schedule is, but start thinking of an ideal schedule. And then finally, write down your 3 goats and why they are your goats, what you admire about them. And I want to just actually take a few right now. Does anyone have some goals they'd like to share with the class? Bonnie, please. What's a goal?
What's the goal? It's the thing that you kick the soccer ball through. That's a goal.
My imposter syndrome, because I do struggle with that a little bit.
Imposter
Your
syndrome.
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly?
I just be more confident.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how about we...
Oh, brother.
So uncomfortable.
I'll let it slide. I think, Bonnie, a good way to phrase goals are things you can make actions on, right? So lose the imposter syndrome is hard because it's a little open-ended.
Yo, Gaby, thank you. Gaby, thank you. What the fuck just came out of my mouth? Gabe, thanks for the resub. Let's go, baby. How you doing, Gabe? We're learning lessons from Ludwig, from Professor L tonight. How are you? I'm pausing to say hi. My arm cramped when I did that. Gabe's not speaking. He just wanted to resub and then leave. I'm kidding. Maybe he's just taking a long time to type. Maybe he broke a finger. Are you okay? I'm fucking beat, man. I went to the county fair today with the kiddos and my son had one hell of a time. Man. I hope you were saying that as in like a good time. I hope you all had a good time. But walking around a fair all day with a couple of kiddos, definitely I feel like would be very tiresome. Very tiresome. W Gabe, W fair. In over 100-degree heat. Yeah. Absolutely. I guess maybe not.
Actions on, right? So lose the imposter syndrome is hard because it's a little open-ended. So maybe write down things you appreciate about yourself every day. You know, like building confidence in ways that you can make tangible actions towards, as opposed to hurting yourself in your own goal. In your own goal, you've labeled that you have imposter syndrome. But if we were
Whoa, okay. No negative manifestation. Not that that was negative manifestation. She says she wants to lose this negative thing that she has, but it's better. I agree with this. I agree with this. It feels very much like a positive manifestation thing. Don't say something negative about yourself in your goal, like you want to fix something. Yeah, I wrote that I want to love myself at least a little bit, which kind of implies that I don't love myself. In fact, yeah, it means I don't love myself at all. So I guess this goal doesn't count. It wouldn't be. It's not written the proper way. Shit was rough, but the kiddos had fun, so that's all that mattered. Hell to the yes.
Make our goal, hey, I'm gonna say like, you know, things I appreciate about myself in the world and the friends that I have in my life, then that works towards your goal without phrasing your goal in a negative way. Any other goals? I'm gonna go around. I'm just gonna bounce around. Come back.
It's more than implied. It's common knowledge at this point, Scott. Yeah, everybody knows I fucking hate me. She fucking hates me. Except it's I fucking hate me. Yo, Code. Thank you, brother. Hope you're doing well too. And thank you. The reel did pretty well. It did pretty well too.
What you got?
Oh, to lose weight.
To lose weight? Why do you want to lose weight?
Because I'm fat.
Now, are you saying you're fat, or do you feel bad when you walk around?
No, I mean, I feel like I can...
Are people calling you fat? Does chat call you fat?
You are not that fat.
Oh.
You are not that fat.
What the fuck is that? What? You are not that fat? That's crazy. All right, I think that's a good goal. I think personal goals are great. What you got back there?
Grow my clothing brand and sell about 10,000 for the first year.
Grow your clothing brand, sell 10,000 units in the first year?
Yeah.
I like that. What's the clothing brand name?
OLVR.
OLVR.
Have you dropped a drop yet?
Not yet. I'm getting samples August 10th.
Now samples August 10th? I like it. All right, what's your goal?
Make more art, learn how to spend time off, and more technology free time. And AJ, you lost so much weight. Don't call yourself fat.
AJ, I like that. AJ. Why are you calling it make more? I think it's important with goals. Let's get a little more specific. Make more art is open-ended. It can be one of those goals that you're like, I can do it event. You can push that off. So I don't know what specific art do you make?
Well, that's the thing. I do all art. I'm all media. So it's just more like reconnect with it. Like, okay, more specifically, reconnect with it off stream. Because now I have such a streaming mindset that I'm like, okay, now how can I structure this art to be funny and interesting for a stream to keep my viewership going?
So why not
I need to
say,
like cut that off.
hey, I'm taking Fridays off now. That's a day where I can work on myself and I can also do my art.
Because like you said earlier, it's so easy to like, when you see a wave that you want to be like, oh, I need to ride this one. Because I feel like I have random lucky moments where I'm like, okay, I'm taking this one.
Yeah, but I think it's all right. I think the day off won't kill you. But or even if it's a morning or whatever it is, I mean, you can fit it in.
Sometimes days off will kill you, though. This is one thing. It's not really a contestation to his point. I'm not contesting his point. Days off are good, but just you have to limit your days off. That's my problem. Is that with my personality type, it's almost like drinking. It's almost like drinking. If I don't drink, I feel pretty good. If I drink, then I start drinking all the time. And I can't take a day off. But in the content realm or whatever, like you make content consistently and on a schedule and on a routine, that's great. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, say you stream, and the other days you take off, and that's a set thing. But then you take a Wednesday off, right? One of your scheduled days that you're supposed to either post a vlog or you're supposed to go on Twitch or whatever, and you're like, oh, that was easy. It was really easy to just take that day off. So like when you take days off, don't take a day off that you're not supposed to. Otherwise, you'll get into the habit of being like, oh, it doesn't matter.
It's all cap, baby, I'm shameless. I'm just using y'all to get famous. Give me some subs and I'll shake my anus.
Shaking my ass for subs. Shaking my ass for subs. Guess what? I don't give a fuck. I twerk for the people I love. Good Lord. Control Freak, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. Shaking my ass for subs. Whew. Shaking my ass for subs. Control Freak, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a great stream and you're doing awesome. That is a cool name, Control Freak. David Dobrik, DD, talked about the hole in your leg on the pod. Wanted to know what that's about. A scab fell off. Scab fell off of my incision, and I had to get another surgery. He was talking about it. He didn't really... I heard the clip of him talking about me in his podcast. He didn't really get the reason why I didn't come to his birthday completely correct, but it was a 2-hour drive up to LA, and my leg is still fucked up from my surgery. So I just couldn't make that drive, and I couldn't stand around at a party afterwards with a fucked up leg. You know, I never expected that, sir. Nobody ever really does if it's their first time rating in or gifting subs. But you hear the song, Shaking My Ass for Subs. That's what we do. She said, what is happening? That's my 5 or more gifted or raid alert is Shaking My Ass for Subs. And that's why there's a space on the wall. It's like just my fucking thing. Thanks for coming in, Control Freak. It goes back to... Okay. Back to the YouTube video. It goes back to following a schedule and including that day off into your schedule. Exactly. If you take a day off that you're not supposed, not that you can have an extra day off every once in a while, but you can't let that become a habit. It can't become part of your routine to be lazy, you know? But you should take time off from streaming. He's talking to a bunch of people who are driven, motivated, and they want to be streamers because they're at Streamer University, right? I think I'm on the back end of, being a social media person, right? I'm 34 years old, which is not that old. There's plenty of people older than me that are very successful doing podcasts and social media and shit like that. But I had my moment, right? I had my time, which is kind of like their time in this class, where it was like, I want to crush it. I want to film. I want to post. I want to edit, and I want to do better and better and better and better. I did well, and then I got lazy. So I started taking days off. I started being getting in my head, and the more that I took days off, the more discouraged I got, and the less I wanted to do. And so I'm not the target demographic exactly for that message. What are you talking about? We're watching Streamer U. Ludwig's, oh my god, we're watching Ludwig's Streamer U classes. Well, we're watching one class tonight, which is ends there. We're halfway through. We're only halfway through, and this is how long of a recording? Long.
How about an example of some goats? Who here has a goat in mind? Someone they really like, someone they think's great, that inspires them? What you got?
Extra Emily.
Extra Emily, and why?
I like her.
Driving? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I like Extra Emily too.
My car is total too, but that's not the point. So no, I like that she just does solo streams. I do the same thing where I just travel.
In IRL?
Yeah, I'm about to do a Europe tour solo. Just me and my camera.
And the confidence she has walking in those places.
Yeah.
I think that's great. Mr. Keem.
That's a really good goat for that person. She wants to do this trip overseas to Europe or whatever, and she's doing it solo. Extra Emily does everything fucking solo. She not everything solo, but she does a lot of things where she's just it's her and her camera and her against the world, lemonade stand, this. She did get banned on Twitch for a day because she was looking at chat on stream, right? But now she's got a Disney Plus show coming out that repackages her stream as a show, which is really fucking cool. That's crazy.
This is No Glaze.
Can't say me, I will go next.
Agent Zero. He's the best variety streamer ever, right?
Cocky saying not me. Best variety streamer, what do you mean by that? Why is he better than Lyric?
He's very consistent. He does immaculate IRL content. He's an amazing gamer, and he's a reacts king.
I would say what he does better. What does he do better than Lyric?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't watch a lot of Lyric. I know who he is,
What
but I
does he
don't
do
watch
better
him a lot.
than Soda Pop? What's he do better than me?
What's he do better
It's
than?
not a competition, Ludwig. I know the answer. I want to see if he knows the answer.
Well, I will say this. He is the Professor of the Year of 2025, so.
I think.
Ooh, that's how I talk about you. Oh my god, thank you. Amazing gamer.
The only reason I'm pushing you on this is when I want you to mention your GOAT, I need you to really know who they are.
Okay, so what he does do better, I would say, is so he has a group AMP, and they make content together regularly. And I don't know if you have like a group. Maybe you have like a yard or something.
I think, and Agent, you can back me up. I think what Agent does better than almost anyone is the thoughtfulness of his segments.
I agree.
I think he ideates probably more than almost any other streamer, and then the segments that come out of that are much more creative, pound for pound. Okay, as opposed to someone like me or Lyric, who are much more desktop focused, or an IRL streamer who's too scared to try out desktop. Agent will push boundaries in the expressiveness about his ideas. Okay, so that's what I would spot for you. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah, all the compliments, I'll take them.
Oh yeah, I'll take it. All the compliments. It literally was just them being like, I think he's really good at this. I think he's really good at this. Well, you think he's really good at that? I don't think that's good enough. I think he's really good because of this. That was a lot of glaze. That was a lot of glaze. But I guess he deserves. I have to be honest. I don't spend too much time watching stream, and this is another thing that I've thought about so many times. I don't consume the kind of stuff that I even want to create, which is like, that's bad. It means it doesn't interest me. But that's kind of just depression. I think kind of not being interested or having passion about things is kind of where that lies for me. Like I do pop into Ludwig streams. I do pop into Joe Bart streams. I do pop into your guys' streams every once in a while to say hello. And I do pop into like Widwee streams. And I like to get inspiration from just like community interaction. But then for these guys, you know, my goats, I have been trying to learn how they do it. And I've never watched a full thing. Like I want to catch one of the streams where they're creating a desktop, like a YouTube video out of their stream. And I want to be able to see what the VOD looks like compared to what the YouTube video looks like. But as a content creator, and I was always proud of myself for this when I was making a lot of vlogs, I was like, I don't really watch YouTube. I just film them. I film my own videos. I'm in my friends' videos. I watch the videos I'm in. I edit the videos I'm in and watch the videos I post. Like I'm consuming in a bubble, you know, basically, of like shit that is mostly just me. And I did like watch other people every once in a while. I'd watch their videos if something really interesting came up to me. But for the most part, I'd be all YouTubed out and I wouldn't watch other people's content. But I'm at a point where I'm trying to pivot my content into something else. And obviously, at the time that I was vlogging, and I think when all of us were vlogging, we were really modeling our vlogs off of David. And so it was really easy for me to be like, oh yeah, I'm in this video, I'll watch this video, and like, oh, I like this style, I'll do bit. Mine would be longer and more boring than David's videos, but like, that was the kind of style that I'd be emulating. One of my first vlogs was like trying to vlog like David Dobrik, right? And like, that's decent for me. But I think, yeah, now at this point, I do need to spend a little bit more time watching other people who do things that I want to pivot into, like the kind of content that I want to pivot into. So.
All right, let's get one final one. We're going to go next after that. We have not heard from you yet.
Hi, I'm Tatum Biddick. My goal, I would say, is to become like the first female athlete in this kind of industry. I play softball, so I don't really know many athletes in general that sit here and stream like this and make it here, so especially females, so that's my goal.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. You're trying to develop a niche then?
Yes.
I like that.
A niche,
right.
The first.
Let's go through then. All right.
The Joker has hacked our stream and he's making our Wi-Fi terrible. We gotta go handle this, but we were here, so please don't tell Dean Sanat. Get your homework, let's go. We'll be back.
You interrupted class. Get out and don't come back.
All right, see y'all.
What's the count of it?
Okay. Were those the people who are dressed?
Wasn't counting on it.
This is the fucking.
Lorax.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got a character for every day? That's fine.
He was somebody else earlier. He was back there.
Yeah, he was.
Today?
It was Victor.
Guys, show of hands. Did anyone here not write something down? Did anyone here not put down their goals?
Ooh.
My genuine advice at this point, and I do not say this with malice in my heart, you should probably quit streaming.
Oh.
That's wrong.
I do not think you are cut out for what it takes to be a full-time streamer if you are not willing to put the work in right now to do such simple things as laying out the goals for what you want for yourself. I don't care if you guys are successful. I'm a
I gotta say, before we get into that next part, I gotta say, I get why you'd be in the streamer university class and you're making content. You're there to make content. You don't really give a fuck about the class. But I think if I was sitting in this class and like he's a really good speaker. I think if I was sitting in this class, there's no way that I wouldn't write down a note. You know, like I'm sure there was a lot of classes where people did not get useful or too much useful information. They didn't have engaging things to like write notes and shit like that. I would get not writing notes, but in that class, I'm surprised that there was one person that wrote a note, unless it was set up so that it would make sense for him to do this next bit on the stream. You know, like I feel like some of the stream stuff, Batman, Robin, even this person raising their hand for the perfectly one person right before the quit slide. Obviously, it could have been multiple people, but like I don't know. Some things are maybe set up, but I do think that like. Also, just if I was in this class, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll write the things down. It seems like in the class you'd be like, oh, this is a good one. This is a good one, you know? In my opinion.
Millionaire. My life is awesome.
Oh, let's see. Okay, let me go back.
I'm a the goals for what you want for yourself. I don't care if you guys are successful. I'm a multi-millionaire. My life is awesome. But if you don't care for your own life and your own success, then who can? Who is supposed to? All right? Prove me wrong. I would love to see it in 3 years. If you didn't write this, maybe you're watching online, you didn't write the goals down, even though I told you to do it. I told you to put down who your...
Don't look at me, man. I wrote them down. The way he looks at the camera, I'm like, what?
Your goals were, what your goals were. Think about your schedule. If you didn't do any of that, then you probably won't want to spark stream. You probably won't want to come up with these things and be the streamer that you hope to be in your dreams. What you got for me?
You said, I'm surprised his room isn't full. TBH. I think there's a lot of people who were at Streamer University that were never going to be streamers like Ludwig and just would not be interested in what he has to say about content creation. Not that he's not a great content creator, but I do think that there is different styles of content creation. Whereas, like, you know, I said, like, I'm kind of inspired or whatever by Ludwig, Joe Bart, Tolosi, and etc. There's other people who are more inspired by other creators, so they take those classes instead. And I think most of Streamer University it's not for the people in the classes, it's for content outside of Streamer University. It's for people like me and shit to like watch, and you know, he gets views, fans and stuff like that. And the people at Streamer University, it's for them as well. Obviously, they're there for this shit, but I think it goes wider than that.
Please use the bathroom.
Yeah, you can use the bathroom.
Also, I'm so sorry. The signal is low-key ass in here.
Huh?
It's been effing the whole time.
It's awful everywhere in this building.
Yeah, I think it's just awful everywhere. Look, at any moment you guys can leave. I don't care. Do you? All right, guys.
Gotta pee, man.
I feel like we were talking about more high-level things so you can work on for your life, whatever. All right, I know a lot of you guys.
Even as someone who isn't a streamer, he has some excellent advice. It seems like it. It seems like it to me.
Are already successful streamers on Twitch, but if you do not know, this is some generic advice that I think.
All right. Honestly, I think there was more people who didn't write goals but didn't raise their hands. I think that's probably true too. There's probably a few more people who didn't write goals and they just didn't raise their hands. We had one brave soul to be like, yeah, fuck you, I didn't write anything down, asshole. It was class number 1, and people had his class on different days and times also, I think. Like streamer class schedules. Oh, true. True. But yeah, I mean, of course, all of this stuff it's for content, you know? So there's... I don't know what point I'm getting at there. But like the whole thing is for content. And yeah, the classes can be helpful. The whole networking event can be helpful. But for the most part, I feel like it's more so to create content.
Is applicable to everyone, Twitch. But if you do not know, this is some generic advice that I think is applicable to everyone. I think we all know this. You cannot grow on Twitch. We know this, right? There's no discoverability. We have heard about this. We've heard about this ad nauseum.
Yes.
And so what do? You go to other platforms. Maybe you make YouTube videos, whatever. I tried to prove this. I made a video asking whether Twitch was luck or skill. I went live on a secret channel, and I waited to see how long it would take for me to get viewership. Okay, usually when I go live, I get 10 to 20,000 viewers. I was live for 4 hours, I didn't get a single viewer. I didn't even get a bot. I was fucked up. If you were to go live on Kai Cenat's channel and Kai were to go live on your channel, you would have more viewers on his channel than he would on yours. That's just how the platform with Twitch works. It is dog shit in that sense, yeah?
You stream a lot on YouTube. What do you think of like YouTube Live's discoverability?
I think we're having a whole class on YouTube, I think tomorrow. YouTube Live's discoverability is worse than it could be because YouTube gets a lot more money from people watching videos than from live streams. So they do not push live streams.
What? YouTube gets more money? I didn't know that. I've seen a statistic from like Moist Critical when he talks about like how much money he makes from like Twitch views versus YouTube views. Of course, he streams from his like YouTube main channel, and then his Twitch has a few thousand views, I think. And then, but like when he streams on his YouTube channel and it goes to VOD, then his YouTube videos get anywhere from like 200,000 to like millions of views. Usually it's not millions, but like either way, he's shown like some of his long YouTube VODs. So he goes live on YouTube and then he leaves the VOD up. He doesn't like post it as a separate YouTube video or anything, but it just goes onto his VOD like live tab or whatever. He's made like $20,000 from singular VODs, and that same VOD on Twitch, or like the stream and the VOD, made like 2,000. I'm probably botching the numbers a little bit, but the comparison from like Twitch to YouTube was so drastic. Like the YouTube ad revenue and stuff like that was huge compared to Twitch, even though he wasn't getting like subscribers on YouTube. I mean, like paid subscribers. What about your YouTube lives? Do you see a difference? No, I have not YouTube lived on my main channel like ever. And when I have, they were like, my label wanted me to like promote my music video or something like that by premiering it live. And this is when I was like not into live streaming at all. I premiered my music video and then I logged off, you know, and then I deleted the live from my tab. I was like, this is not going on my channel. This is like me watching my YouTube video with people. Like the music video is on my channel already. I've streamed live on my main channel on YouTube like maybe once. I was thinking of a different feature. There was a premiere feature, and then there's actually live streaming. I don't know if I've ever live streamed really on my main channel. Once or twice maybe, but I think I deleted the lives like right afterwards, so they didn't make any money. And yeah, so I wouldn't notice the difference. And when I go live on my second channel, it's like a 6 viewer type thing because I don't do it. So I haven't noticed a difference.
They do occasionally, but not nearly to the extent that somebody like TikTok does, where you get the live stream, you're like, why do they keep fucking pushing me live streams? And then you accidentally click, and then you're in the live stream hell, and then you have to close out. Like a platform like TikTok's a lot better at pushing live streams than YouTube. YouTube doesn't really do it because it doesn't pay them the big bucks. And they're scared to fuck with the money maker, which is VODs. Yeah, thank you. All right. So, question for y'all.
Oh, so he literally was saying the live stream itself doesn't make that much money, but the VOD does make money. He was like, at the end of what he said, it was basically what I was talking about, is like, oh, but I've heard that VODs make a whole bunch of money because, okay, you got a 6-hour VOD. Long videos on YouTube can make a shit ton of money if they get decent views. Like 100,000 views on a 6-hour video is going to make you so much more money than 100,000 views on an 8-minute video, and way more money than a 4-minute video, because you guys know you can insert more ads into anything over 8 minutes. It used to be 10 minutes, now it's 8. But then 6 hours, you can put an ad. If people are watching it as like background noise or something, and there's an ad every fucking 15 minutes or something like that, buku bucks, buku dollars.
How many hours should you stream a day? Go.
8 to 12.
All right, love it. What you got?
Wait, a day?
How many hours you stream a day?
Personally, or are you saying?
How many hours should you stream?
I think 2 to 4.
Okay. Who else?
2 to 4.
Like 4 to 6.
Okay.
That's
Anyone
what
else
he
got an
said.
answer? We kind of got a full range there.
I would agree with 4 as well.
Yeah, 4 to 6.
4 to 6? All right. I like that. I think you guys are in the money spot. 8 to 12 is way too long. You are wasting your time. And this is about efficiency of time, okay? You can stream 12 hours. You'll make more money. You'll get more subs. You'll get more followers, whatever. But the efficiency of your time just isn't there. Because Twitch is not going to help you grow as a creator. You are basically cashing in on the audience you currently have. This is a 6-hour stream of mine. All right, this is from June 11th. This is one of my best streams ever. I'm gonna ask you guys right now. This is a little bit of a trick question. Why is this one of my
6 hours, 9 minutes. Average viewers 7,500. Max viewers 11,800. I can't read everything. I don't see new subs. View other things. Live views 190,000. Okay.
my best streams ever? You can take a look at. I have all the metrics out for you. This is my YouTube analytics. This is my Twitch analytics.
Because of the watch time?
Because of the watch time. Okay. What you got?
I think you're just very consistent.
Consistency. All right.
That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, your title says Game with Friends. Maybe it was a big collaborative event, so it drew a lot of viewers to your channel.
Okay. What you got?
I don't know, maybe you got some good clips or something.
You got double your normal stuff.
Okay. You are close. What you got?
You got some good clips or something, so maybe this is getting into the content funnel part. I don't know.
You upped your average viewers?
Yeah, by 100. It's marginal. All right. Just real quick, by show of hands, who self-describes himself as a clip farmer? AKA, who goes live? Who can get a bunch of clips? You can throw them on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and they do very well. But maybe on stream, you're used to getting like 100, 200 viewers, a smaller number than the amount of views your clips get. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Is anyone really thriving on clips, but it's not, transferring to long form?
Man, I wish. I'm not thriving on either.
Okay. All right. What you guys are really good at is streaming for the clip. It's second nature. You probably have gone through a stream, hit the moment, knew, oh, that's the clip that I'll post later,
Boom.
and then gone through the rest of your stream. I am old school. They did not have clips. Okay, they deadass didn't even have short form. So what I did is I streamed for the YouTube video. I would create a segment in my stream. The entire stream would be me recording the YouTube video live. Okay?
Guys, that's what we're doing right now. We're recording for the YouTube part. We're recording for the YouTube video. I've been recording for so long. It's gonna take so long to edit this because I have to cut out so much shit. It's such a long. That's gonna stink. He's got like editor. Other people that have been doing this have editors. I have to start from editing myself right now, and I'm not looking forward to it. That's another thing that's a little bit discouraging about like posting is when you start, you really have to put a lot of time into editing. If I'm spending the time to vlog or Twitch stream, you get them confused sometimes. I'm used to vlogging. If I'm spending the time to be on Twitch and watch something, react, comment on it or whatever, if it's 30 minutes long and I'm talking and pausing for an hour, I'm pretty sure this is going to be an hour and a half long video. And then you want to cut it. You want to cut the bullshit out, but then you also want to like zoom in on things. There's certain points where I didn't like maximize or like make myself full screen. So I've got to like crop zoom into the small square in the corner. You want to add sound effects and you have to make like a hook. I'll probably make a separate hook for the intro of this video than what I recorded on stream. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll use my voice and I'll tie some other shit into it. But like, I think that's a really important thing on YouTube now is to like kind of make that first 30 seconds really interesting. Regardless, I like this is why I think that like Joe Bart is kind of like one of my go-to here is the way that he does it. He like reads the title of a video. He's like 10 signs you might be fucking delusional, and then boom, he's like just the video starts and the other person's video is interesting. So that's like really, really interesting to me is that he reads the title and then immediately starts the interesting video that he's watching. And then you have, he talks a lot, which is what makes his videos good. He watches like 3 seconds sometimes of the interesting video, or 10 seconds. Let's go to 10 seconds, but sometimes it's 3, which is funny. And then immediately pauses and he's like, wait, what the fuck? Like he starts talking about it immediately. And so the hook of his videos is the first 5 to 10 seconds of the other person's video that he's watching, which is like such a beautiful way to like not steal but share the hook. Like he doesn't have to really create a hook for the video because the other one has it.
You know, for example, I have the rarest Pokemon box. Today I'm going to open it up. We're going to see what's inside. Very clear expectation of the context of what's going to be happening in the stream. Later on, I'll have an editor edit that. Think of your streams as recording sessions. That's all they are. So what's the ideal amount of time to stream? I would say how many segments can you get out of the stream? You're probably not gonna get 8 to 12 hours of segments. I cap out at around 4. So why is this my best stream? These are all the segments that I got out of it. Real quick, this is the revenue. This is gonna be for later. This is the revenue the stream made.
The stream made $3,591 from subs, gifted subs, ads. It'd be so crazy to make money from ads on Twitch. Like, I think I've talked to you guys about this, but like when I make money from Twitch, it's like gift subs is the only, like subs is like how you make a few bucks. But like ads, I make like 50 cents. For 4 hours, 6 hours, doesn't matter. I think when I did like an 8, or no, I did like a 14-hour stream, it made like $2. Hey, is this thing live? Yeah, this thing's live. What's up, Anjana? But you got to get into like the thousands of concurrent viewers in order to make like, I mean, actually a couple hundred would probably make decent money. If you average 500, I would say that it would be worth it to stream for just ads. Like, you know, an hourly wage. You know what I'm saying? But anything under 500, I don't think would be like worth it to just stream for ads.
5,500. Okay, just keep that in mind. That's not a flex. Just keep that in mind. This is the content that I got out of it. Okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
VODs, it's got 14K, you know, 178K, 140K. I got 3 edited.
6. 3 VODs. One stream got 3 VODs, so he posted the separate segments as separate VODs. That's interesting. I never thought about that, but that is smart. I actually have thought about that. I don't know why I said I haven't thought about that. Why am I not full screen? That makes more editing for me. What the fuck? I've gone back and forth on VODs. I have a VOD channel. I think it's Scotty Sire Live. Scotty Sire Live is my VOD channel, right? And I post VODs on there every once in a while, but then I'm like, oh, I just streamed that day and I didn't really do anything that people would want to rewatch, so why would I put it on a VOD channel? And I'm like, what's the point of uploading to my Dropbox to switch to my MacBook to make a thumbnail to upload to a VOD channel where it might get 50 views, might get 150 views, and this channel's not even monetized yet, which is stupid. Like, if I want to be successful, I have to put in the work. I have to do that shit, you know? Yes, agents' YouTube videos are like this. A couple vids of segments for the same live stream. It's smart. Like, the VOD should be separated. Like, if I was doing other things, like this is a 1 segment VOD, right? We have a just chat in the beginning, and then we're watching this video and it's taking up most of the stream. But like, this would be either a segment, like this could be a VOD, right? Unedited, this could be a VOD. And then I would edit it down and it would be one of these down here. So I would get 2 out of this stream, which for me right now is good enough. If I have like a team, or if I have 1 or 2 people who work on like editing and making thumbnails for me, then it would be a lot easier to be like, oh, I will come up with 3 segments or talk a little bit less. Going to start getting ready for bed, enjoying the stream. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I hope you enjoy getting ready for bed too. Okay, here we go.
Videos, 320K, a million, 330K. I got a couple shorts at $500,000 and $1 million, okay? All right, that's all from 1 stream. 1 6-hour stream, I got all that, okay? That's the 5,500, that's how much a stream made. If I streamed double, I might have made 7K. This is how much all that content made.
24,620 from the YouTube content after the stream. This is why it's been so like, this is the mental struggle for me about posting stuff from stream onto my YouTube channel is, you know, I'm insecure about changing my style of content from being vlogs and music videos into like sit down reaction commentary shit, even though I'm an old man with a broken leg who can not do physically active things anymore. So I should be sitting down and talking about stuff with my with my wisdom that I don't have. But this is the mental battle. It's like, I would love to make the money of posting content on my main channel from stream, but at the same time, I'm scared about the numbers. You know, I'm scared about the numbers, and I'm scared about the people that are there on the old channel being like, oh, this is a loser shit. Like, why is he doing sit down content now? He used to do other stuff. He used to do other stuff. But you have done reaction videos before. Gino, that was when I was consistent in doing all the other things. My reaction videos that I've done in the past were reacting to my own things. It was like I created a music video and then I like made David watch the music video, right? And I was like, oh, this will do well because I'm getting David to react to like my music video that I made about him, right? Those are the react videos that I put on my main channel before. It was those kind of things. but it's better than not posting anything. I agree. It's better than not posting anything. And I'll probably like, if this does go on my main channel, I probably will lose subscribers. I mean, I lose subscribers every time I post, but I'm so inconsistent that it makes sense. People are not interested in my content anymore. They're going to unsubscribe. Some people will stick around, and I might get new content. Like, you know, Scotty's take on Ludwig's class. Like, maybe that'll attract a few people to view the video or whatever. At the same time, I'm filming this probably 2 weeks too late or 3 weeks too late. And who knows how long it'll take for me to get the motivation to edit it. But that number that he just showed, the comparison from Twitch to YouTube and etc., is why I feel like it's very important for me to get over this mental hump of not pivoting my content into what I want it to be, and getting over like my emotional connection to like the past. You know, I'm like so stuck in the past. I need to just be like, I'm going to post it on fucking YouTube. And then when I post it on YouTube, some of the people will unsubscribe, like I said, but other people will be like, oh, he streams? Let me go check out his streams. And if I am able to break that barrier in my own brain, then I don't see a world where like this could be what works for me. I stream. I could even start streaming on my YouTube channel as well. You know, it's good to try new things. It is good to try new things. I just don't want to break. The thing is, it's already broken. I always thought I don't want to like break my YouTube channel. I don't want to fuck it up. It's already fucked up from not posting. You know, if you care about numbers, most will never find motivation until they find it themselves. Do it yourself. Yeah, you can see. Deep Infinity, so true. You know how Dream Man made manhunts? Well, at the end of a manhunt, he connects to another maybe 10-minute video of them discussing the manhunt, their thoughts on the ending, and I would always be thinking about how that extra 10-minute video would make so much more money. That is crazy. They do the manhunt video that gets all the video, or that gets all the views, and then they do a 10-minute like kind of reaction video. That was kind of me with like when I made the diss tracks, and then I had like David react to the diss track. I'd be like, what's another way to get a video out of this? Do a reaction video to the video I just made. And it did. Yeah, there will definitely be people who might come here from that. Yeah. And then if I start, maybe I start YouTube live streaming as well. If I start actually building segments and setting things up to do on my channel, which is what I would like to be doing. Okay, back to the video. This is going to be a long one.
All that content made $25,000. That is separate from the streams revenue, by the way. 30 bands from one stream. 30 bands from one stream, 5/6 of which is from the stuff that comes out of the stream afterwards. This is called the content funnel. This is why being a streamer is so valuable. Because when you stream, you can turn that stream into a YouTube video. You can have a thriving VOD channel. You can get amazing clips that are driving people to different sites. Maybe you're long form, maybe you're short form, whatever.
So question there. When it comes to like planning, because I've tried and played with this a little bit myself. I kind of wonder, do you ever...
Bro, I don't mind if they're talking while he's talking because I can hear it, but it's so annoying when they pan to a student that's talking and all the other students are talking. They're like making sound effects in the background. I'm like, I can't hear the question being asked, but whatever.
Like, Banner, can you close the door on him?
Have you ever tried, or do you still like kind of make scripts in a way, like before, like say you have something that you want to really make sure that you talk about or you say? Have you ever like been like, okay, this is what for this segment I have some type of script for?
Are you talking about for long form?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. They might be talking to chat and stuff, which totally makes sense, and it should be allowed, honestly. But I just wish I could hear the people asking the questions.
For the long form, like when you're like, okay, I know I want to make sure that I talk about this in my long form.
So I think ultimately the question here is, do you have scripts for your segments? No, I just have rough segments that I know are going to happen. So this stream, I set up a Mentor Chameleon lobby that I was going to do with some friends that I knew would hit because I knew the group was really good because Northern Lion was in it and he's electric, okay? I had planned to watch the CoffeeZilla video because the Lego scandal it's like a big drama. It's a hot topic. A lot of people want to hear about it. And CoffeeZilla is like the investigative guy. And I've been doing this challenge called the God Gamer Gauntlet. And that one was a little more free form, but it's a structured stream that I have set up that people are familiar with. And so I knew.
Rough segments. I get the guy's question, do you script bits or whatever, but like definitely I would never like script a stream. Not scripting the stream, but coming up with segments for the stream, huge. From what I've seen on Twitch, if you have 500 to 1,000 viewers per stream with 10% conversion rate, would make you around 100 to 1,000 USD tips and 100 to 500 subs per stream with encouragement from streamers. And I just watched someone make 5,000 subs in 1 month, uncapped subathon, doing something you actually done before. Dumpster dive into a lake, hike a mountain, camp outside in the cold of winter. Maybe you haven't found your audience yet, or the old one's still looking for similar old stuff. The old audience definitely misses similar old stuff. I also don't post anything about streaming anywhere other than like on my Snapchat occasionally right before I go live. Morgan and I low-key plan our Minecraft streams like we have goals we want to achieve. Well, that makes sense to have like, we're going to reach the nether by the, like, not ending stream till we reach the nether is like a goal. That's a segment as well. So that's good. It's not like, yeah, I mean, that's planning a segment, not planning out like exactly what you're going to do though, right? Like you're not planning out your dialogue. I think that's what he meant by a script. That number, those numbers that you put on the screen, Gino, is interesting to me. If you have 500 to 1,000 viewers per stream with 10% conversion rate, would make you around 100 to 1,000 USD tip. 100 to 1,000 USD tips. That's a really rough number that we're getting there with the wide range. But I like it. Yeah, I do need to find the audience. I do need to find the things that I want to do. Do I want to go dumpster diving? No.
I was going to do all 3 of these concepts going in. Okay, and that was my game plan. I'm not as good of a clip farmer as other people, so I just have an editor and I say, find it. Find the diamonds for me, because I'm not good at it. A lot of you guys are really good at this part. So
I don't have I don't have an editor either. So you guys, find it. Find it. Where would I post it? I guess on my YouTube channel, YouTube Short, right?
What do you do if you're good at this part? How do I get better long form? This is all you're working on now. This is all we're focused on now. You know how to get the clip. Why do we have to worry about it? You already know how to do it. So let's improve the other part of our game. Okay, I used to be dog shit at recording offline videos, which is weird. I would think, live streaming, I'd be good at it. I made another channel that was only offline recordings just to work on that skill. Now I'm electric at it. I feel great about it.
Now I'm electric at it.
You're good at getting clips?
Yeah.
So let's get good at this. This is what you're working on now. Long form. So we're thinking about segments on stream that would turn into good YouTube videos. You have to study that game. You have to study people who do it. You have to do things that are authentic to yourself. But this is a content funnel. In your live streams, you should not just be getting clips. You should not just be getting long form videos. You should be getting everything. You get everything in one.
Good question. So I know you made 25,000.
Yeah, 25K?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. And
what's the question?
How much did you spend on those clippers and editors?
Well, I'll do a class on that tomorrow, going through all my finances. I have a company of about 15 people. My expenses are like $250,000 a month, or excuse me, yeah, $250,000 a month about. So
that's crazy expenses. That's an insane amount of money. I never made at my peak. I never made that much money per month. Like in, one big deal, like 1 month maybe, but I would never paying that amount of money in 1 month. I've never. That's crazy. That's an insane number. That's an insane number to be paying someone. I mean, I know that he has multiple channels. He's got Ludwig, Ludwin, VODs, and then he's got shorts and thumbnails and stuff like that. But to me, that is still a crazy number. I know there's been a lot of discourse around, not really discourse, but he's been advocating for paying editors and stuff more. But 15 people seems like a lot of people. But then again, when I think about live stream content, how long it will take for me to go through this video, it makes sense if he's getting 3 segments out of each VOD, to maybe he uploads the VOD to a drive and 3 different editors download it and they each edit 1 segment, and that way they can get the segments out quicker. So he's got multiple people. I don't know. That's a crazy number to me to hear. It would take me 5 years to make that kind of money. It would take me 5 years to make that kind of money too right now. That's a crazy amount of money. Scott, if I didn't have anything else in my life and I could fully focus on helping build your channel, it'd be so fun. I love this stuff so much. Oh my God. Let's do it. Remove everything else from your life and help me build my channel. Let's edit things. Are there AI editors? There's AI assisted editors. There's tools. I think in Premiere and shit, they have things that help cut out dead space in videos. But sometimes you want the dead space, that's tough. There's definitely not even AI. There's definitely tools that help with long form video editing or podcast editing. But there's definitely AI tools. I don't know what they are though. I use Final Cut still.
It's hard to say because it's not like individually catered towards this stream. It's not like the clipper gets paid necessarily for just this, like they're a full-time employee, so. But I'll have a better breakdown tomorrow and that class will be available online. I can send it to you.
All right, so like, would you agree that when you stream versus make a YouTube video, there's like a different like flair or like a flavor to it? So do you have any tips for like when you use your stream to make a video, like how to edit that well to do well on YouTube?
Okay, the question was, you think videos are better when they are recorded than when they are streamed?
No, I think it's a different feel.
It's a different feel.
Yeah.
So I think
that's another thing I've been super insecure about is like, do I record off stream or do I stream and get a recording on stream? I love being able to talk to you guys while I'm streaming. I also get distracted by when someone leaves a message that is not like related to what I'm talking about, and I feel guilty about not responding to it. I have to stop and respond. And I watch other big streamers who have like chats flying through and stuff like that, and they can they pinpoint, like they're like, oh, that's a good message to respond to. Whereas my chat's moving a little bit slower. I feel it's necessary for me to respond to like every message, you know? And you can ignore us. I don't want to. Like, I literally want to respond to some questions, but it makes me feel bad about not responding to other things. Like, you know, when someone pops in, the gamer KB, hello, good to see you. And I didn't say what's up right when he hopped in, and I feel bad about that. But I was in the middle of watching the video. Hello, what's up? How you doing? Maybe try both kinds to see what you like. I think this is what I like. Like I already know that I like this more because I feel like I'm talking to someone. Whereas when I'm doing a reaction video, I've tried it before offline, filming a reaction or talking about something without having someone to talk to feels so much less natural. Like, so I really enjoy doing it this way. I just want it to be, I want it to look good on YouTube as well. It's okay. You don't need to apologize for that. Thanks. Hi, Dom's here. How you doing? How are you? Good to see you. Okay, back to the video. I think we're nearly done. At the rate that we've been yapping through it, or I've been yapping through it, we've maybe got another hour left of the 8 minutes to watch.
what it requires is a little love after the stream. So the stream is hard because you're live. You can't always contextualize things. You don't always know what the moment is that needs repackaging later on. VO will help you get the feel of the live stream feeling like an offline recording. That's the value of VO. Because you can basically carry through boring moments to moments that are more exciting. You can do a new intro now that you have the knowledge of what happened. Okay?
I wonder if for him, since he has an editor going through it, the editor can be like, hey, this moment's a little bit slow. I need you to send me like a voiceover for it. And he just sends him like that moment. Or maybe the editor could even tell him like, yo, can you do a voiceover saying this for this moment? Like, and it makes it like a lot easier for him to actually do that instead of spending 6 hours going through a VOD himself, obviously, or even the hour segment, or even the hour long or 2 hour long video. It would be really helpful to have someone to be like, this part needs to be in the video, but it's really slow. You should VO it. Because I think about that. Like right now, what I'm going to have to do is I'll do a segment. I'll record one thing and be like, I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel, right? And then I'm going to cut the whole thing up myself and be like, oh, this needs this. I also think I might do stuff in the hook to make it a little bit more interesting and all that stuff. We are learning through it. We are learning through it right now. Mostly insight. I comment for the inner knowledge to use later or never. I don't think humans be attached to keyboards like you see on Twitch. I don't think humans to be attached to keyboards like you see on Twitch. I agree.
So I think it comes down to voiceover and giving your editors more ammo to make a better product. Any other questions on the content funnel? A lot of you guys chit-chatting back there for how bad you are at YouTube. I've seen it. Ooh. Okay? A lot of chit-chat for how bad you are at YouTube.
You're right.
I'm just saying, sometimes it is really easy to just focus on the thing you are good at. Let's improve the thing we are bad at. Some of you here don't even have YouTube channels, by the way. I looked through all of your channels. We don't even have YouTube channels, or we haven't uploaded in 4 months. That is not acceptable. Here's the deal, guys. You are not just competing against other small streamers. You are competing against every streamer. You need to be better than the biggest streamers to be getting the attention of viewers. All right? I have good news for you. Most streamers are absolute dog shit. Most streamers are absolute dog shit legacy streamers who boot up a game and just kind of coast.
Legacy streamers. Would I be considered a legacy streamer? You know, I did used to get like 300, 400 viewers when I went on live, just because I was like popular on YouTube and shit. Or I would post and I'd be like, I'm going live on Twitch. That was an interesting time, having like 250 viewers. I felt like chat was too fast. I would do the same thing I do now. I would just be like chatting with people. I'd miss so many messages because I'd have 300, 400 people in there, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's up? Blah, 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 blah." Like, it was so fast. And I wouldn't do content on Twitch either. Like, I would either go on and play a game, or I would just go on to hang out. It would be like me and Jack every once in a while would go on, and we'd just be talking to people, and that was fun. But it felt like too fast. If you're not like doing content on the stream, then that number is like almost too big. Is there a reason why you don't have an editor? Because I stopped making content, and then I stopped making money. Now I would be editing for myself until I get myself to post more, because editing can be expensive. I had a great editor when I was making content, and I haven't hit him up recently to see if he still edits, but that's the reason that I don't have an editor right now, is because I stopped making content for so long that I didn't have a need for an editor. I like editing my own videos as well. Like, let's not fully twist it here. I have always edited my own videos. Even when I had an editor, I would send it away for an editor to edit most of the time, and then they'd send it back to me at like 15 minutes, and I'd cut it down to like 10 or something like that. You know, like I would have them chop it up, make it a little bit shorter. Sometimes I would do it all myself. Sometimes I would have the editor mostly do the entire fucking thing, and I would change like 3 things and upload it. Most streamers nowadays do a percentage what they make that month and give it to the editor. So like every month an editor gets 20% of the YouTube rev, which is so fair. Chantel, let's talk. Okay.
And they're multimillionaires, and they're not providing new things. So if you're hungrier, if you're willing to work on the stuff you're not good at, you can replace some of them, okay? But it's not negotiable. You have to be doing long form videos. You have to be working on clips. And you can do it slow. I know it's expensive. It's hard to get all the editors for it, whatever. You can do it slow, but make it something you are actively working on. Any other questions?
Would have to be bigger streamer, Chantel said after I said, Chantel, let's talk. But if the videos that you're editing are going on my main channel and you get 20%, I think there's an opportunity here, and I would have to build my channel. I would have to build my channel back up to where, so like I want to do this to where I'm posting at least 3 videos a week on my main channel again. That is my goal. Is to go on stream, get videos, post 3 videos a week. I want to get things that are topical, that are current, you know, like this is late. I'm filming this, I'm watching this late. I should have watched this weeks ago. I want to get things that are current. I want to get things that are interesting. They don't always have to be current, but they always have to be like something interesting. And I do think that posting 3 times a week, maybe 4 times a week, 5 times a week, if possible, is like my end goal here, is to like watch, react, commentate, and post on my YouTube channel, like my main YouTube channel too. Like I'm not trying to like post shit on my second channel. I want to build back the one channel that I have that already has numbers, which means that I want to pivot the content into this, you know? So I gotta start working. I gotta start doing it.
Okay, I want to leave you guys with a quote here. This is from Abe Lincoln.
Before he gets to the quote, which I just fucking whatever. Do you not just want to do? Do you just do you want to just do reaction content? No, I have an IRL camera. I can stream on my IRL camera. I want to do cooking videos with Jack every once in a while, or you know, I keep on using this as an example, like trying YouTuber products or chat. I bought a bunch of things that chat wanted me to buy or something like that. Chat makes me buy a bunch of dumb shit on Amazon. Why not just do a life update on the main channel? I could, But yeah, I mean, like there's all sorts of things. Like I would love to do like reaction content, but then I would also love to do just other shit. But I would love for it all to be on stream and go to YouTube, because I like streaming now. Like I've been streaming now since I moved down here very consistently, except for when I got the surgery. But I've been insecure about putting stream content onto YouTube. I've mentioned this now like 10 times on this video, so Chantel, edit that out. I'm just gonna pretend like Chantel's my editor, even if she's not.
You guys, the quote here. This is from Abe Lincoln. Give me 6 hours to cut a tree and I'll spend 4 sharpening the axe. What's the connection there, Marlon?
The connection is you're sharpening the tool instead of the.
Dude, everything Marlon said has been so smart and so. The connection is that he's preparing to cut the tree so that he can actually cut the tree successfully, do it well. It's so fair too. I get it. Numbers are scary. Numbers are scary.
You're building the skill. The connection here is we're spending 4 hours figuring out what we're gonna do on the stream, so then our stream can be the most successful stream it can be, right? We don't spend 6 hours just going live because you had 6 hours available.
Can't cut it with a blunt axe. That's right. You gotta prepare yourself. You must prepare yourself. I look so slouched out. You must prepare yourself.
It would be genuinely more valuable if you had 8 hours to go live to spend 4 hours figuring out what you're gonna do and then 4 hours doing it than just being live for 8 hours. Some of you guys stream too much. We gotta be streaming less. And it doesn't mean we're taking the time off. It means we're actively taking that time to.
All right, guys, I'm so sorry, but I think I've been on for too long, and I'm just gonna cut it there. I'm gonna end stream. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Some of you guys are streaming too much.
Be thinking about what we're gonna do on stream, okay? And every big streamer does this. Sometimes they have help, which makes it a lot easier for them because they got capital, they got money to do it. If you do not have that, then your time is your capital, and you have to use that time to set up your streams the best you can. Guys, that is the end of my class. You guys have any questions for me? You have any questions you would like to go over? It can be about anything.
We made it to the end of the class. I have a question for you, Lud. Can I hold $1 million? Can I hold $1? What's the quote? Can I hold $1? Can I hold $1? I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed like watching it and talking about it. There was a lot of things that I could relate to. Like it's interesting because I've had this struggle with like figuring out what is something that interests me in order to make react videos. And I always say that I'm not interested in anything. I am so interested in analytics and numbers and like knowledge. Well, you know what's better than these cars? Knowledge. I'm not gonna watch the questions right now. I think we've watched enough for tonight. Same, but I just never do anything with it. I like love that stuff. It's like I don't want to have a channel that is only like informational though, you know. And I also don't have all the information. That's why I just watched an informational video. It was entertaining too. Like we got Batman and Robin in there, but I feel like it's very useful information. A lot of the information is information that I have known, and I've known it for a long time, but I have not been able to execute. I don't execute shit. Like I don't like. I've stopped doing, and I think that's what I'm taking from that is like. Outside of all the actual advice that I got from the class, I'm like, look at what this is. I'm watching a YouTube video from a stream on a VOD channel that has hundreds of thousands of views, and he also made main channel videos and another channel video like from the same day, like multiple segments that made thousands of dollars, you know. And it's inspiring to me, not just from the advice, but the fact that it's like I'm watching other people do it and be successful at it. Why can I not do it? Why can I not like push myself to change my formula and stop making, or not stop making vlogs? It's not that I would never post a vlog on my channel again, but to just do this. If this is what I'm doing, why not post it on my channel? Why am I being such a fucking dumbass? So that's where we're at. I think that was a great class. W. Ludwig, stop being so scared. Stop being such a wimp. Stop being such a scaredy cat. That's another thing that's funny to me. The saying W. You're doing it, homie. It takes time. Exactly. Look at it like this. This IRL streaming arc is basically vlogs. It's true. It is basically vlogs. I hate IRL streaming. I like vlogging because I get to turn the camera off and on, and I can make sure I'm not filming other people. Like if I'm IRL whatever streaming, I do not want to be in public with a camera that is live 24/7. But doing like segments in my house or like in the backyard or like, you know, like having like a set thing that I'm doing, trampoline park, taking a pole dancing class where I've already called and asked ahead of time if it's cool if I film it, then cool, I'm down to stream that, right? But I'm not someone who can be like extra Emily and just be walking around in public, go through stores with my camera out. For some reason, I hate that. I can't do it. If you ever want to discuss ideas and segments for streams, you can always hit us up. Thank you. I will. That's the end of this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoy this pivot in content on my main channel that has been so scary for me to pivot from. But it's because you are Unk. Yes. Bye, YouTube.